Welcome to Zone 6 Picks, your go-to source for daily sports betting predictions, expert insights, and free picks across the biggest games in the NBA, WNBA, NFL, NCAA, and more. We specialize in delivering accurate, research-backed betting content with no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just straightforward betting advice you can trust. Before we begin, a quick shout-out from my partner Zone 6.
What's up, family? Thanks for tapping in with Zone 6 Picks, where we drop game picks every single day. Straight free picks, no pay for play. If you like winning, this the zone you need to be in, Zone 6. Just show the channel some love, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't never miss a money play. Let's eat.
We back at it, and today we're tapping in with a matchup that might look lopsided on paper. But these are the kind of games that make or break your bankroll. We got the Indiana Fever hitting the road to face off with the Connecticut Sun, and Vegas ain't playing with this line. Fever come in laying a heavy minus 14.5 on the spread. So the question is Indiana about to steamroll another team? Or is there some sneaky value hiding on the other side? Let's break it all down and get to the bag. The Fever are starting to look legit again, sitting at 11-10. Indiana is riding high on a 3-game road win streak, and they've been serving up beatdowns lately. They just ran through Dallas 102-83, then cooked Atlanta 99-82, both on the road. They haven't taken back-to-back L's all year, and right now, they're clicking on both ends. Meanwhile, the Connecticut Sun are in a deep hole, just 3-18 on the year, riding a 2-game slide, and only one win since June 8th. They're coming off a 92-88 loss to the Sparks, where they let LA shoot 50% from the field. This team is broken offensively, defensively, and in the locker room. Let's talk numbers. The Fever are feeling it. They're putting up 84.5 PPG, hitting 45.1% from the field, and dishing 20-plus assists per night. Their ball movement is sharp, and the spacing's creating good looks for shooters like Mitchell and Clark. On defense, Indiana holds teams to just 79.5 PPG on 42.5% shooting. Nothing elite, but they force mistakes, over 13 turnovers per game, and they don't let you get second chances. Now flip it. Connecticut, they can't get a bucket, averaging just 72.5 PPG on a rough 40.1 field goal percentage. This team is 13th in offense, and dead last in defensive rating at a brutal 112.5. Opponents are torching them, 46.3% shooting allowed, and their transition D is non-existent. Fever are playing healthy. The big three, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston, are all good to go. Clark's back to all-star form, dropping 14 and 13 dimes last games. Mitchell, she's been a flamethrower, 19.2 PPG on 45.9 field goal percentage. And Boston's paint presence is undeniable. On the Sun side, it's grim. Marina Mabrey is still out and the backcourt's in shambles, and they're relying on Tina Charles and Bria Hartley to carry the scoring load, which ain't sustainable. These two already met twice this season. The Fever handled the Sun on June 17th, 88-71, in a chippy game that ended with multiple ejections. The first meeting on May 30th, Connecticut squeaked out an 85-83 win, but that was without Caitlin Clark. And check this, the Fever have a 95.7% win probability according to implied odds. And the Sun, just 1-4 in their last 5, and they've been getting buried ATS, especially on the road. This one's feeling real familiar. The Fever are surging, the Sun are sinking, and we already saw Indiana blow them out once on the road. I'm locking in the Indiana Fever minus 14.5. This squad is too hot right now. Balanced scoring, solid defense, and that chip-on-the-shoulder mentality. They've already beat this Sun team by 17, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again or worse. Projected final, Indiana Fever 88, Connecticut Sun 71. That's a clean 17-point dub and a comfortable cover. Tonight, we're locked in on a sneaky good matchup between two teams heading in opposite directions. The Washington Mystics heading out west to face the Los Angeles Sparks, with the Mystics sitting as slight minus 1.5 point favorites. Now don't let the spread fool you. This one's deeper than just the line. Let's break it all down and see who's really got the juice tonight. First up, the Mystics. Washington's been quietly cooking. They're rolling into LA riding a 3-game win streak, and it ain't just fluff. These are statement wins, taking down the Storm, the defending champion Aces, and edging out the Sky. They're sitting at 11-10 overall, and 6-5 on the road, showing they can win away from home. This team's confidence is growing by the game, and defensively, they've tightened up big time. Now flip the script. The Sparks sit at 7-14 and just not getting it done consistently. Yeah, they just beat Connecticut. But let's be real, the Sun are at the bottom of the league. LA is just 1-9 at home, and that's a red flag you can't ignore. The Mystics are hanging their hat on defense right now. Over their last 2 games, they've held opponents to under 70 points, locking down Vegas and Seattle. That's no fluke. They now sit top 5 in defensive rating league-wide. Offensively, they ain't flashy, but they get buckets when it matters. Shot 44.4% from the floor in their last game, balanced, efficient, and patient. Now LA, they're putting up 82.5 ppg, which sounds solid, but defensively they're letting it all slip away. Ranked dead last in defensive rating, giving up 87.2 ppg, and allowing teams to shoot 45.2% from the field. In short, they're scoring but can't stop anybody. Washington's in pretty good shape. Georgia Amor is out, but the core Sykes, Citron Iriafen, and Shakira Austin is not only healthy but thriving. Brittany Sykes just dropped 19 on Seattle, and Kiki Iriafen, she's out here making rookie history with 7 double-doubles on the season. That frontcourt energy is real. On the Sparks side, Cameron Brink is still out. Washington's been exceeding expectations, especially for a team that was supposed to be in rebuild mode. They're now 6-2 against the spread as a favorite, and their road record shows they're built to handle hostile crowds. LA just 3-8 against the spread as an underdog, and their only recent win was against the worst team in the league. That ain't exactly inspiring, and with Washington trending up and LA struggling to defend, it's hard to justify taking the Sparks, even at home. Let's call it what it is. Washington minus 1.5 is looking like a gift. They've got the momentum, the defense, the healthier roster, and they've been battle-tested during this win streak. The Sparks, they're still searching for consistency and depth. Lock it in, Washington Mystics minus 1.5. Projected final, Mystics 78, Sparks 74. That's a 4-point dub and a clean cover for the Mystics. Now let's jump into our recap for today's WNBA slate. The Indiana Fever are locked in and rolling, winners of 3 straight on the road, and facing a struggling Sun squad that's dealing with injuries and defensive collapse. We're backing the Fever to handle business again. Zone 6 pick, Indiana Fever minus 14.5. And out west, the Washington Mystics are surging with 3 straight wins over playoff-caliber teams, while the Sparks remain injury-riddled and unreliable at home. We're rolling with the better form and defense. Zone 6 pick, Washington Mystics minus 1.5. That's it for today's picks. Fam, I appreciate you for watching. Now it's your turn. Drop your locks in the comments, smash that like button, and make sure you're subscribed with the bell on so you never miss a money play. Zone 6 picks, where free game turns into bags. Let's eat.